YouTube universe. What is going on, all my hitmen and Harley Quinns? You know who it is. It's your favorite mother freaking role model, the Buddhist with an attitude. Hitman Thornton for Raw Reaction. T Vizzle. How's everybody living? How y'all doing? Um, let's get right to it. Yes, again, I'm a little late getting this out because I ran into some technical difficulties a little while ago. My stuff got stolen, but that's a whole nother issue and subject. Well, another time, another time. Let's get to it for the next episode and the next adventures of the Mandalorian, aka Manny. That's right, I thought of that one. Yes, I know. I thought about it, then I said it. Self high five. Anyway, so anyway, this episode opens up with them basically cruising in his hoopty to Navarro to get repairs because obviously he's not going to make it to where he needs to go to meet up with Ahsoka. And so his ship needs repairs. So he returns to Navarro, the scene of the crime. Remember in the first season, he escaped from there with the child. Big old shootout happened and all that. So, but he still has homies there, Cara Dune, played by Gina Carano, Carl Weathers, playing, Grief Karga. So he gets there and they meet up with him and it's all good. It's all smiles and all friendly. Hey, what's up, homie? How you living? And he's happy to see the child, aka Baby Yoda, you know. And he said, "Hey, need repairs? Can you hook a homie up? Can you hook a brother up?" So he's taking care of him. He sends his crew over there to take care of him. But one of the two guys that are gonna work on the ship, look kind of suspect because the camera kind of stays on one of them. So and they get into the town. They look around, and because they were telling them a lot has changed since you was here last, and because now Cara Dune, Gina Carano's character, is like the Marshal now, kind of like what Timmy the Oliphant was in the first episode of that one town. So, and of course, then they walk into this room and they run into the guy that Mando was chasing down in the first season, first episode, the blue dude, Mithril. That was his name, Mithril. And he sees a Mandalorian. He was like, oh, and he did this psh, whatever. I guess that's his race's version of pissing or shitting his pants or whatever. It's kind of gross too, but funny. Um, but anyway, they basically said to him, "Hey, we need your help. Found out there's an Imperial base here. Stormtroopers, we got to take it out. We need your help." And, of course, Mandalorian's like, why me? Why me again? I got plans. I got my own thing going on. But, okay, I'll do you this solid. They look on this map thing, saw where the base was. But they weren't going to take a child. But the Mando's like, hey, Manny. That's what I'm going to call him, Space Nanny, Mandalorian Manny. Hey, remember I said it? He's like, hey, where this child goes, I go, and Kara's like, hey, you can trust us. He'll be safe. So they basically put this kid in the classroom with other kids, and cool environment where he needs to be anyway. And then it's funny, when he gets in this room, he sees this one kid like eating these cookies or crackers or whatever. I think they're macaroons or something like that. I think that's what they're called. I may have gotten that wrong. But the child was like, "Hey, can I have some? What's up? Hook me up." And the other kid kind of looked down, like, "No, fuck you." And he's like, "Oh, it's like that? Okay." Yep. So the child basically jacked him from him when he wasn't looking. He turned over. He was like, "Hey, I tried to be nice. You ain't like, pay attention, boy. Pay attention. Teacher talking. You're good though." But anyway, smash cut to the Mandalorian, Grief Karga, Cara Dune, and Mithril, the blue dude. They're heading to the base in his speeder, the Imperial base, and they get there. And of course, they had to go up this escalator. They had to go up this elevator, but it wasn't working. So he told Mithril, "Boy, get your butt over here and help." and if you do help us, I'll cut some time off your sins, because he's basically working for him, for a long time. He's working for him. That's his sentence. He can't escape, or he'll send out somebody like the Mando to get him again. So Mithra has no choice. So he gets over there, works on the um, elevator. Mando, took off way up top, flew way up top to, try to see if he can figure out how to work all this out. Next, a stormtrooper comes flying off, but then the door opens, so they get up there. They get in there, head to the top. He's like, "Oh yeah, abandoned base, huh? Blah blah blah, or whatever. Not that many. I forgot what he said." So they get in there to do a look around, see what's going on, see what's happening, and then they get to the little computer board, and there's lava down below because it's like a big ledge or whatever. And they told Mithril, "Boy, get over there, and do your thing." And he's like, "What? Why? Get over there. I'm afraid of heights and blah blah blah." So, but what's funny that he mentioned when he first went over there to set it up, he's like, "There's no guardrails. Like, get over there." That was funny because in a lot of some of the Star Wars films, there have been situations like that where they had to go onto some kind of platform that has a computer and there's no guardrails, and no one's ever mentioned that or questioned that. So that's funny that he said that, because I was thinking that too. I was like, "There ain't no guardrails. That's weird." Anyway, he rigged it up, set it up to go off, explode, lava everywhere, big old Michael Bay thing. And so he sets it up to do that. They start running to hit out the base. Of course, they run into stormtroopers, so a big old shootout happens. Everyone's flying, getting shot up left and right. And then they head into this other room where these guys were on this board, and they shot them all up. One of them's trying to destroy the computer terminal area. And then they look into these tanks and see some kind of weird, specimen or creature in there or something like that. And a lot of people have said, or wondering if this is how Snoke was created. Snoke from, Force Awakens and those other films. So they're wondering, oh, maybe this is where he was created. Who knows? But anyway, they went over there, or Mithril went over there, worked the computer to figure out what's going on, what is that place, and this old recording pops up of this doctor, and it was the doctor from the first season when they got the child and they were working on the child, the guy with the glasses, beard kind of. It was a recording of him talking and saying, "Oh, these specimens didn't make it," and all this technical medical jargon stuff he was talking about. Now, dangerous, we need more there's a low M count, and we need more from the acid, and all this stuff. But we won't fail you again, Moff Gideon. And I keep forgetting that the Mandalorian and them didn't know Moff Gideon was alive. They thought he was dead because he got shot down in the first season. So now they're really shitting bricks, like, what the hell? And Mando starts freaking out. Say, wait a minute, he's alive. That means, what the holy shit? So they bolt out of there. Mando flies back to the town, the city, to get the child. Because who knows? They could be heading over there while they're over there. It could be a trap, them being over there. Who knows? So he heads back. And so Cara, Greef, and Mother, they're trying to get out of there. They're in the shootout. They get into that big transport that was on there. They fly off. They fly down the cliff. They crush his speeder. They head out of there. Then they stormtroopers grab those speeder bikes, head after him. And this was a whole cool chase scene. And yes, I did see, because it's been trending like crazy. I did see the episode where it shows a guy from the film crew. It shows half of his body being seen in the scene. It's real quick though, so you got to look for it. But I remember I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Which is not the first time. I've seen that happen in a few other films too. So that happens sometimes. So, but that was cool. That was cool. Anyway, big old chase scene happens. They getting chased by the speeder bikes. They blow them up, knocking them out the way, run them upside the building. The next thing you know, TIE fighters show up. Pew, 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 pew. They get blasted out of the sky or whatever, but they're still being chased. It's getting real hectic. I'm just cutting chase to the good, fast stuff because I'm getting through all the talking they were doing. So they get out to open land, and just as it was looked like it was getting a little gnarly for them, one of the X-wings, not X-wings, TIE fighters blow up, and it was Manny and his Laser Crest that he went back and got. So he helped them out. And this is also funny, is when he's in the Razor Crest, flying in the ship and all that. He's flying the ship, big old dogfight in the sky, basically. And the child is just sitting there eating, going, hey, go ahead, man, you got this, go ahead, nigga, that's my dog. And he just having a blast like he's on a roller coaster. That was funny. Also, what's funny is when, like I said, helping him repair the ship in that little conduit. He was like, hey, attach the blue wire to the red wire. What, you got it in. He's like, huh? What? Huh? What? Kind of like the whole Baby Groot thing from Guardians when he was messing around with the detonator and Rocket was trying to explain it to him. It was pretty much the same thing. But it made sense him putting him in there because it was too small for Manny to get through to fix it. So that scene was funny, opening scene. But anyway, he's flying in the ship, having a good time. Hey, that's my dog. And he ends up spitting up the cookies he's been eating. That was funny. So they head out. He talked to Grief Karga, let him know, I got a job to do. Thanks for your help, blah, blah, blah. Boom. The next thing you know, they smash. Next thing you know, you get to this big Imperial ship. It's like, oh, shit, what is this? And you see one of the guards or whatever, people talking to a recording of one of those guys that repaired Mando's ship, Manny's ship, and he put like a tracking device on it. So this comms officer takes off, walks down this hall, comes to this big door, it opens up, all this smoke, and you see this figure standing there wearing a cape, and it's Moff Gideon, Carlos Esposito. He's hard. Nobody's harder than him. He just turns around. What, nigga? But still, she was letting him know it's on. They got tracking device on the ship. He's like, is the asset with him, meaning the child? Yes. So they got a plan and they about to use it. So he goes back to doing what he's doing. And next smash cut back to the city, and you see one of the X-wing pilots talking to Carl Weathers. And it was that same X-wing pilot from when they crash landed on the ice planet. And it's that actor, the Asian actor from that Canadian TV show, Carson Teva, I believe. Or is that the character's name? I can't remember. Anyway, he's asking a bunch of questions about what went down with the Imperial base blowing up, all this stuff. And he's going, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. You're all kind of weird stuff. So they get through that. And he goes and talks to Cara Dune, Gina Carano's character, because she was a shock trooper for the rebels way back then, but she's also a deserter. And but also let me get to this point. First of all, she got down in this episode. She got down. I keep forgetting she's a UFC fighter. She got down. Opening scene, she whooped some ass, big time. And political drama aside that's going on with her, because she's hardcore, right side. And so she said some stuff on Twitter. So a lot of people want her to get fired from the show. And it's like, leave that girl alone. I get it. There's some actors and musicians and whatnot, whatever, that, I like. And then I find out certain issues or things are into that I'm not feeling. So I get it. But that doesn't mean she doesn't deserve the right to make a livelihood. Okay, unless she was saying some crazy stuff like people should get hurt and hurt these people, then you got to go. But other than that, she's stating her opinion. A lot of people are going to state opinions we don't like. Let them do their thing. But I don't give a damn. I would work that girl. She could wear a MAGA hat and have a big old Trump banner, but if trust me, I don't give a damn. And trust me, at the end of it, when I'm done with it, she'd be screaming Black Lives Matter. I'm being weird right now. I'm being weird, people. I'm being weird. Anyway, so, but the X-Wing pilot's talking to her, saying, hey, we could use your help. You badass. You get down. You down for the cause. We could use you. And she's like, and she was basically saying, I'm not a joiner, all that, rather do my own thing, But he left this little like crest badge thing, kind of reminding her, hey, if you change your mind, give us a holler. So, but overall, I loved the episode. It was badass. It was off the chain. Carl Weathers did a damn good job directing it. No, my man can get down like that. And for all those that don't know, Carl Weathers used to play professional football. There's quite a few actors that, older actors that is. Yeah, he used to play for, I believe it was the Oakland Raiders. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But he did a damn good job of directing this. He did an awesome job. And I hope he directs more in the future. So I had a good time watching it. What did you think? Leave some comments down below. And at the same time, hit like, subscribe, share. All right? Until next time, you know who it is. This is your favorite mother freaking role model, the Buddhist Woosah with an attitude, Hitman Thornton for Raw Reaction TV. Until next time, peace out, bitches. And stay zen as fuck.